Good evening, guys. Good, beautiful Monday evening. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Hey, Adam G, your online creational talk show. Guys, as you all know, the Mr. and Miss Chinatown Philippines pageant has already started its edition this year. And with the press presentation happening yesterday at the Shangri-La Mall, I was able to finally see this year's crop of contestants, and I'm about to interview them. I'm about to interview one of them right now, so I'm so excited to do this because he's really captured my imagination. To be honest, I really feel like he's currently hailed as a pageant breakthrough and a positive role model for his community, and already he is gaining such momentum or attention in this year's Mr. and Miss Chinatown. And probably might say that, any gay contestant that gets passed through the pageant filter is already a triumph. Yep, I think so. And there's just this sense of happiness, honesty, and liberation to this quick-witted person that just warms the heart of many people like me in this year's Mr. and Miss Chinatown. Of course, the stereotype that he represents still exists, but if you get to know him deeper, he is ready to break it. So let's get to know him on a deeper level. I'm so excited. Nakaka-relate ako sobra sa kanya. That's why I sought him out. I am seeking him out for an interview right now. Please say hello to Mr. and Miss Philippines Chinatown 2022 contestant, Vince Aseron. Hi, Vince.
Hello, Aya Adam. Hello, everyone. Hello, pageant community. It's nice to meet you.
Hello, grabe. Alam mo, you're always smiling since getting to know you yesterday. Napansin ko lagi kang nakangiti. Parang ang jolly-jolly mo lang kausap, ang light lang at ang light ng aura mo palagi. Parang
Thank you.
madali kang, you just project this lightness or aura that makes me feel like every person in the room can really talk to you that easily. Alam mo yon. You have this demeanor that really warms the heart of many, like I had said earlier, or put a smile on everyone's faces just because of how you smile.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Aya. Well, seeing you makes me smile because it feels surreal to actually talk to you right now.
Alam mo talaga, na-capture mo talaga yung attention namin. Kasi ako, alam mo naman, pageant season ngayon, October, ang daming pageant ganap. So late ko na na-repost yung mga official photos yung sa Mr. and Miss Chinatown.
I was actually waiting. Yeah.
Tapos, the first time I saw your photo was from Pageantology. Sabi ko, nirepost ni Pageantology ni Edge. So sabi ko, wow! Nagulat ako na, alam mo yun, an openly gay contestant is joining this year's Mr. and Miss Philippines Mr. and Miss Chinatown Philippines, which I feel is considered hindi naman taboo, alam mo yon, pero parang a big no-no, diba? Especially in the Chinese community. So nagulat talaga ako. So that's why I'm here right now. Alam mo, na-capture me interest, and my God, ano nakain nila Sir Miko? Why he's allowing you to join in this year's pageant. But before that, let's engage some of our viewers who are currently tuned in. Your brother is watching us right now. Hello, Justin.
Hi, Kuya. Hello, Ayan. Yeah, that's my brother. Fan ka rin yan. Si Kuya.
Okay. And then si Joyce Mars. Let's go, Vince. Film students for Vince.
Yay!
Go for it, Vince. Jayla Haring is saying.
Go for it, Vince. Ang dami nagsasabi magkamukha daw tayo.
Oo nga. Actually, oo. Twinsies daw pala kami. Oo. Diba? Kaya nga alam mo, nakikita kitang rumarampa. Sabi ko, nakaka-ingit siya. Alam mo yung mga comment. Kasi gumawa ako ng reel sa inyo, no? So, rumarampa kayo. Yung mga sinasabi niya, grabe naman yung mga galawan niya, pang Miss Universe.
Pang Miss Universe.
Lalo na yung naka-maroon suit. Diba? Have you been reading their comments online?
I saw nga meron daw lava suit daw eh.
Oo. Plinano mo ba talaga yon? Kasi lahat sila naka-blue, black, gray. Ikaw naka-red, naka-shades of red suit ka.
No po.
Plinano mo
I
yun?
actually had two suits prepared. So one was like for Suit It Up Manila. Sponsored siya. Yeah, so in link siya with MMCP. Tapos, I already brought it home and I got it dry cleaned already. I have a maroon suit. So parang nag-ano lang ako, contingency. If in case, kasi I know na maraming naka-blue. So
Oo.
parang, if you know Achikon, yung aming one of the
Oo.
heads, so parang nagpakita ko sa kanya, Achi, should I wear maroon or the blue? Tapos sabi niya, go for the maroon na lang. So ayun, I had the maroon
Good
suit.
choice. Good choice. Kasi talaga
Oo.
nag-stand out ka. Considering na ikaw pa naman yung opener,
Yeah,
contestant number
yeah.
one. So
Yeah.
talagang pag talagang when you open the show, talaga lahat kami nagugulat. Talaga yung lakad mo, talagang may pitik talaga.
Oo.
Alam mo yon, talagang
Oo.
yung hagod, yung suwabe. Tapos alam mo, kulang na lang mag-twirl ka talaga. Alam mo
Oo.
yon. So talaga.
Hindi pa swimsuit. The joke.
Oh, ayan. Tina mo, sabi dito ng isang viewer natin na si Vina Vincent.
Dina Vincent.
Hey, Sir Adam and Vince Aseron, been curious about this openly gay contestant in Mr. and Miss Chinatown and want to... Parang kang si parang feeling ko parang ikaw si Angela Ponce ng ano
Ng
ngayon.
yeah, trailblazer, ganon.
Feeling
Hi,
ko,
Miss Vina. I hope to meet you soon.
'di ba? Feeling ko talaga ikaw alam mo na-capture
Mm.
mo talaga yung interest namin talaga. So, alam mo yun talaga, kaya lahat kami parang, oh my God, what is he doing in a pageant like Mr. and Miss Chinatown, 'di ba?
Yeah.
So who else is tuned in? Joyce Abunbadar is also greeting you. Hello there.
Yeah,
Thank you
Jace is
for
my
watching.
blockmate. Yeah, he's my
Oh,
blockmate.
oh,
Yeah,
are
in
you still in
Bicol.
school?
Yeah, I'm in my last year. Last
Okay.
year.
So, before we start our conversation, so can you introduce yourself muna a little
Oh
bit,
yeah. So hello
for so that
guys.
we'll have an idea who you are as a person and your background. All right,
Okay.
game.
So hello guys, Tatsia Hao. So I'm Vince Anthony Aseron and I'm one of the candidates for Mr. and Miss Chinatown Philippines 2022. So I'm 23 years old and I'm from Parañaque City. So what I do, I'm actually in my fourth year in college. So I study digital film in the La Salle College of St. Benilde. Blazers. And I'm also a freelance media artist. And I'm a community development volunteer, helping those who are in need. So that's about me. Short lang. Oh, hi Adam, are you there? Ah yeah, you're naka-mute, I guess. Yeah, no audio for you. Let's wait for Aya Adam.
Uh, Hello?
Ayan, yeah, you're good, you're good.
Yeah. So, doon pa lang, so sorry. Yeah, sorry, I got lost. I had technical issues. But as I was saying, grabe, intro mo pa lang parang pang Miss Universe na. May charity work ka. You told us something about your family background. So, i- so eto, may question si Dudes Pineda. Hi, do you
Sure.
also speak Mandarin or Fukien?
No, not really. I'm not fluent. But I know how to introduce myself, just like the others. Yeah, in Mandarin.
Pareho tayo. Hindi rin
The
ako
same tayo.
tinuruan mag-rin.
Oo.
Hindi ako na-train sa bahay na magsalita ng Chinese. Although I can understand a little bit. Yeah. Tapos sabi dito ni Justy, ng kapatid mo, friends sila ni Pupas
Yes,
Dadivas, the former
ano,
Miss
we're
Universe
blockmates.
Philippines contestant.
Yes, we're
Pero,
blockmates in Benilde. Film kaming dalawa. So, I was with her
oh,
along her journey. So, talagang kwento kami nung nasa Miss U siya, PH.
paano mo siya tinulungan in her candidacy for her MUPH?
Actually, hindi kasi we were supposed to meet kasi gusto namin magpasarela training. So, tapos ang ginawa na lang namin, mga chit-chats, yung mga pageantry norms kasi she's very new. sa pageantry. And then, nung naging blockmates kami, ano talaga siya, boyish, ganon. So, nagulat ako na magjo-join siya ng MUPH.
So,
Oo.
natitrain ka rin ng pasarela
I
ng
would
mga
love,
girls
hindi
if
ako
may chance?
trainer. If may chance, I would love to. Oo.
Bongga
In
ka.
the future, maybe. Ako muna yung sasabak.
Baka feeling ko ikaw na rin ang pwede maging pasarela coach ng mga fellow contestants mo sa ng mga babae sa
Ah,
Chinatown.
actually, kasi familiar naman ako sa dock walk and then yung parang yung C na korte, ganyan.
Yeah.
Tapos tinutulungan ko rin yung mga female na co-candidates ko. Oo.
Nice. So, sabi dito ni Pageant Fanatic,
Mm.
may chance ba na mag-change ka ng hairstyle for the finale Vince like shorter hair? Parang di niya bet yung buhok mo ngayon.
I just had it permed pero I think for styling ako for finals, pero I won't cut it na para safe for styling.
I get
Mm.
you. I get
Yeah.
you. Tapos ito, sabi ni Dudes, ito, China-Chinese tayo. Wan Shanghao and Shu Ni Hao, yan, Phil Chai din ang father side
Ah.
namin. 'Di ba? So tingnan mo, ang dami natutuwa sila sa iyo ngayon. So, alam mo ako talaga, sobrang happy talaga nakita mo naman, 'di ba? Number one ka,
Mm.
dinudumbog ka namin ng mga questions. Kung wala nang limit, tatanungin ka namin siguro. Makaka 30 minutes tayo na usapan. How do you feel about last night's reception? Or good feedback
Well,
about you from the press? Sobrang ano mo ko talagang wow, talaga lahat kami ganun na lang.
thank you. Pero ang una kong naramdaman, I really felt like I'm in a dream state. Sobrang surreal. Kasi I'm a pageant fan. And then, and then nung tinutok na sa akin yung mga lights, and then Q&A, and then press. So parang nakakakilig lang talaga na parang, oh my gosh, I'm fulfilling a dream. But more to that, since, I got the darling of the press, of course, it boosted my morale and my laban here sa Chinatown.
Wait, before we proceed, my God, your friend is tuning us. Hi,
Oh,
Pupa!
hello! Pupa, pinag-usapan namin, ikaw kanina.
Oo,
Pupa.
baklang-bakla rin yan. Alam mo, ito si Pupa,
Oo.
binakla rin yung pageant niya. Grabe. Alam mo, nung una
Oo.
seryoso-seryoso, di ba? Yung akala mo parang si Claudine Barreto nung kailangan kita, yung mga photoshoot, yung mga sensual. Tapos along the way, till the end, ayan na, lumabas na yung kakikaya niya.
I love you,
Pinag
Pupa.
Nakakatuwa 'to. Oy, grabe yung mga tanong nila sa'yo. Girls, guys, ano lang tayo ha, rated PG lang tayo. Striktong patnubay naman. Ito yung mga tanong sa'yo. Oh, grabe, hello.
Well, I like can you answer the isang question? Yung why
Which
not
one?
join trans pageant?
Okay, sure.
Yeah, I think this is kasi as an advocate for SOGIE awareness, I do not identify as trans woman. So technically, I'm not for trans pageants. I'm only non-binary, so I'm fit for the male pageants. Yeah.
Oh, may iba't ibang klaseng gay men. So, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Trans women are not gay
hindi kita
men.
talaga naisip na sasali. Wala sa isip
Mm-mm.
ko na, unless na lang na parang you're nurturing something inside pa na you would still, want to appear more
Mm-mm.
feminine. Pero, yeah, thank you for sharing that. It's so
Yeah,
brave
because
for you to be answering all
femininity,
these questions.
yeah, it's femininity is an expression, but it doesn't have to say anything with your identity and how you identify yourself. So I think that's one thing that people should be educated about. Kaya ako advocate ng SOGIE awareness. I want it to be in our educational system.
Kaso
Mm-mm.
Padre yan, it's not gaining
Yeah.
traction or momentum
There
even
should
in
be.
our even in our
Mm-mm.
Congress,
Yan,
'di
dapat
ba?
meron talaga. Mm-mm.
So,
Very, very
yun nga,
important.
as I was saying earlier na yun nga na parang wow, tapos ikaw pa yung number one, ikaw pa yung nag-o-open ng show. Kasi pwede naman ikaw si contestant number 10, contest sa gitna, 'di ba? Pero ikaw talaga yung nag-o-open ng show. So talaga
Yeah.
nakakagulat. Do you think they really did that on purpose na ikaw yung gawin nilang number one to
No
come out all
po.
the time sa roster?
No po, it's by alphabetical sa last name and I'm Aseron. So,
Ah,
So, C si Dane yung huli. Oo.
Pero
Yeah.
in fairness, benta kasi talaga napupukaw mo talaga yung attention namin kasi talaga, "Oh my God, sino siya?
Oo.
Bakit ganyan siya lumakad?" Ganyan. But did it ever occur to you that you would generate this kind of interest from all spectators, media,
Well,
fans, and
well,
even the Phil
honestly
Chai community?
honestly, yes, because, it's a trailblazer and it's something very new. And I'm an androgynous femme, so parang sabi nga ni Tito Norman, it's very unimaginable. So, I think hindi naman ako nagulat sa interest ng media. So, I think it's good rin. Kasi it's a baby step to my advocacy, which is representation. And, the more that I get featured, the more that I get represented, it will allow the information, all around into all the people, diba? So that's good. That's good. Mm-mm.
How are you describing your Mr. and Miss Philippines Chinatown experience so far?
Well, it's something na in-expect ko rin and I'm really enjoying. As in like from my heart, I'm enjoying kasi all the pre-pageant activities, I get to bond with my co-candidates. So the first we had the lockdown, right? And then
Yeah.
like parang first time ko lang sila makita noon because I was in Europe prior. Wala ako nung official photo shoot. So parang it was my first time with them and it felt like forever na. Parang ang tagal ko nang silang nakilala and then they were very welcoming and then they really wanted to be with me all the time kasi ang fun ko daw. So ayun. Besides the experience sa pre-pageant activities, ang pinaka nagustuhan ko is that I gained new best friends. Oo. Mga co-candidates ko. Hello, if you guys are watching.
So there was I would have wanted to ask sana how was the interaction with them in the beginning? May konting ilangan ba? Kasi nga you're different
Mhm.
compared to them.
Well,
So
honestly, no. Kasi I think very modern Chinoy talaga sila. As in like parang the first time I met them, not it's very the same with the people I meet new kahit hindi sila Chinoy. So parang I'm very happy na wala namang naging indifference. So and yung parang ilang. So yeah, it was
have you
pretty
always
good.
wa- have you always wanted to join a pageant like MMC? Like how did it all begin for you? Nag-reach out ka ba when they called for auditions or did they seek you out? Kasi alam ko nag-audition sila and nagpapa-audition sila sa mga school, nag-scout sila sa mga Chinese schools, right?
Oh, I'm not familiar with that. Kung may ganun pala. Yeah, pero I knew about Mr. and Miss Chinatown Philippines since 2014. I think that was the second edition, and I was only 15 that time. So I actually saw Miss Nicole Cordoves na sina David Licauco, right? That
Yeah,
batch. And
yeah.
I think
Oo, 20.
it was streamed on TV. So sabi ko, parang gusto ko rin kasi Chinoy ako. Tapos parang, sige, i-wait ko na lang yung age ko. Pero, with that skepticism na siguro nga mga ma-accept yung mga hunky, yung mga conventionally, accepted. Pero siguro it was in 2020. Tapos na yung batch ni na Achikas. She was already crowned. And
Yes.
then, parang vinesit ko yung profile nila. And then parang since 2020 pa lang, they removed the height requirement. And then I actually saw that they want a Mr. and Miss Chinatown Philippines who's breaking barriers. So doon ako
Oh, that was the
na-alarm.
sign.
Oo, that was the sign. So in 2021, I tried. Kasi same rin yung motto nila eh. Breaking barriers pa rin ng
Oo.
2021. So I auditioned for 2021. And then, ayun nga, apparently na-cancel yung pageant. So, yun. Ito talaga siguro yung time ko, 2022. And same pa rin. Breaking Barriers, Modern Chinoy. And then, I got accepted. So, I'm very, very happy. Baka time ko talaga. Bagay kasi sa akin yung theme this year. Oo, perfect timing.
Genshin, Genshin,
Jensen, Modern
Genshin.
Chinoy. Mm-mm.
'Di ba? Alam mo natutuwa talaga ako sa'yo kasi alam mo yon you're really breaking barriers. So,
Mm-mm.
ah ako rin eh, parang kung babae lang din ako, binibining Pilipinas na rin ako. So when you were walking down the ramp, I was like, oh my God, go Vince, go Vince. At di naman kita masyado kilala, pero deep inside me, I was cheering, go Vince. Parang, in a way, parang you're representing so many people like me na parang,
Mm-mm.
who's not yet completely out there, alam mo yun, because of, a lot of issues in their
Yeah, yeah.
lives. Pero ikaw, you're really demonstrating that there's power, there's courage in coming out of your shell. I really love that. Ang dami nilang tanong sa'yo. So, since kunento mo na paano ka sumali sa, dito sa MMC. So, I
MC.
assume you've been watching a lot of pageants during your younger years. May tanong
Yeah.
dito si Pageant Fanatic. Sino yung idol mong beauty queen when you were younger?
When I was younger, well, Pia Words back, I really love her grit talaga. The fact that she joined 3 times and, she did not quit talaga. And I even watched her MMK story. It was her own mother now who was telling na she shouldn't join. And I really love and I'm inspired with gritty people talaga. So I really love Pia Words back. And her story talaga, no? She was a dark horse
Oo.
actually when she won. So, I really love her. And yun na, she's a businesswoman right now. So, talagang believe na believe ako sa kanya.
Mabait talaga si Pia. I hope you get to meet her
I hope.
in
I
the near
hope.
future. Yun na nga, natutuwa ako sa'yo. So I assume it was Pia who kind of inspired you to really pursue this. Kasi ako talaga amazed na bilib ako sa tapang ng loob mo. Kasi
Mhm.
syempre Chinese community, traditional, conservative. Kung tayo nga, I'm still, facing a lot of resistance from my respective kamag-anak, relatives
Mm-mm.
about my gender.
Mm-mm.
Ikaw, full front center sa Mr. and Miss Chinatown. So I was just wondering, how did you find the courage to join despite what people might say about you?
Well, I think, it really takes bravery to actually join. Kasi, I really want representation talaga. So parang I think sobrang minority na kaming mga androgynous LGBTQ individuals. So prior to joining, I really knew my purpose talaga. Kasi 'di ba nga I told you I'm a community development volunteer and ayoko naman mahinder yung pagiging LGBTQ ko. So I want to inspire future leaders as well na it's not about the gender. And I also want to inspire hindi lang yung mga LGBTQ individuals, but those who feel like they're not the standard, but they do like to lead and they do have the heart for others. Kasi hindi naman pwede mga conventionally accepted lang pwedeng mag-lead and pwedeng mag-help. So ayun, that's really my urge talaga to join.
Yeah, like what J-Lac is saying here, you simply challenge the norm and starting a trend of universal equality and fairness. Yeah, I like what you are representing. Alam mo yun, you're really
Yeah.
brave and courageous in doing this. Pero at the same time, you cannot convince a lot of people about what you
Mhm.
stand for. So, Marites Supra has a question here. So, do you still get offended when someone calls you bading?
No, because it's
Should we
true. Why would
reclaim
I get
that word?
offended?
And yeah, kasi 'di ba dito kasi sa
Mm-mm.
Pilipinas when we talk about bading or gays in general, may common stereotype, may general
Mhm.
stereotype. Loud, maingay, flamboyant, alam mo 'yon.
Yeah.
So
Well,
so so
siguro
should we reclaim that word and make it, how do you think we can reclaim that word and make it more empowering? Tanong niya.
oh, thank you for that. Well, I think we should use it often, but in the manner that we have to use it in a very empowering way. So, when we say, kuwari, bading ako, or like, oh, I'm bading. And then parang it's like, alam mo yung parang proud ka, and you feel like you have something to be proud of. Kasi when they say it, like, uy, bading, ganyan, ganyan. So parang they use it to like, it's something that's derogatory. So siguro, what we can do is that we should use it often, pero in a different manner. Para na rin maging domino effect sa mga ibang tao on how we should use the word.
Alam mo, pwede bang ampunin na lang kita? Can I be your friend?
Sige,
Kasi parang
sige
you
Aya.
inspire you inspire so Shotty, you inspire so much positivity right now. Kasi ako, ang dami-dami kong gustong tanungin sa iyo. Kasi ako ha,
Mhm.
ikaw ba before I lay down my next question, I wonder how was it like growing up during your childhood? How did you come out to your parents? Naging smooth ba? Naging madali ba? Or was it difficult to? Natanggap ba nila?
Well, I have a pretty good childhood actually. But then siguro as a child, hindi naman mahalata yung femininity ko, right, 'di ba? So, but when it comes to, my coming out story, ito, I did not actually come out. Because, I channel bravery. So, parang, I'm very feminine. And then, parang, I was just authentic. I was just myself all throughout. So, parang, hindi ako yung feminine sa labas, tapos sa bahay feminine, ay, sa bahay masculine
Straight
rin.
acting,
So,
oo,
hindi,
masculine.
hindi talaga. So, parang, ano talaga ako, kung ano talaga ako, yun yung pinapakita ko sa bahay. So, parang, it wasn't really an elephant in the room. Pero I feel like kasi, this is just my own opinion ha, when you come out, it's like you're asking, the indulgence of others whether you should be accepted or not. So parang, yung mga straight ba nagka-come out? Hindi naman, 'di ba? So I think that's something that we should normalize. So I think if people would ask you, you could be honest about it. Kasi I feel like wala namang wrong eh. So parang there's nothing to disclose. So ayun, and then parang naging normal na lang sa family ko na parang, sige, naging tolerant na sila and then accepting. And they saw naman how I value them. I really love my parents. So we have a very healthy and happy family right here. So siguro yun na naging energy. Kaya ayun. Mm.
I'm so happy for you.
Thank you.
Kasi alam mo ako, share ko lang to kasi sa akin kasi pag o at pag kunyari, let's say, eto nga ganito ako, 'di ba? Tapos pag kunyari, let's say, in terms of daily transactions, in terms of daily living, lagi nila sinasabi, o ayan, you're being looked down upon because you're like that. Paano
Mhm.
kasi hindi ka hindi ka straight kumilos, ganyan ka
Mm.
kumilos, kaya ang baba-baba ng tingin nila sa'yo. Even your relatives look down on you. So parang every time I'm being told that, sumasama loob ko. Sumasama loob ko. Tapos,
Mm.
kasi alam mo yon parang it's as if you're doing something wrong when you're just trying to express yourself freely. So, growing up, and up until now, so whenever, I talk to people, talagang I
Mhm.
really have to put this certain facade na parang, okay, I have to be straight acting. 'Di ba? Pero once you
Um,
get to know me better, that's the time I'll start, making my personality come out, letting
mm.
you get to know the real me. Pero at first glance talaga, kasi nga because I'm always being told upon na, sige, the more you manifest that to a lot of people, the more they'll really take advantage of you. There's just so many
Mm.
negative stereotype about it. So pag nakikita kita, naririnig kita na you seem to have a pleasant experience about it, parang siguro, different strokes for different folks probably. Kaya na ano ko na natutuwa lang ako na parang in a way you kinda are living the dream that I also have for myself.
Yeah, thank you. Actually, this one's also for you, Aya.
Mm.
Actually,
Wow.
last night rin, I think it was Sasha's in scripts, and then he also told me that I see myself in you. And siguro na-fulfill na rin yung parang purpose ko talaga sa pagsali. Na parang, yung mga katulad ko, makikita rin sa stage. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
So, ayun.
Wala lang. Sorry, ang drama na. Pero kasi sobrang nakaka-relate ako sa'yo.
Yeah.
I feel like you're such a brave person to really, even join this to even join this competition, considering that, Chinese in general are very conservative and traditional by
Mm-mm.
nature. So for them to have allowed you to join this is really a big deal
Mm-mm.
talaga. It attracts mileage, it attracts press kasi it doesn't happen all the time. Parang feeling ko, ano ba, parang ikaw ba ang magiging first and last? Ikaw ba yung
Yeah.
mag would you be do you think you would be a positive do you think you would be considered a positive role model, or do you think you will be considered as someone dangerously cliche? You know what I mean?
Well, I think positive role model dapat. Kasi I think, I mean, I have this preconceived notion na people think that I only want the crown. and I only want to break barriers. 'Di ba? But that's not
Yeah.
it. I actually want to win because I am a leader. I'm a community development volunteer. I love to work with people. I love to help. And ayoko na maging barrier yung pagiging LGBTQ. That's why I want to win. So I could also inspire future leaders. So outside the LGBT community, just like, we have Jersey, my co-candidate. She's actually 4'10". And she also has, the aspirations to lead. But then never siyang natanggap kasi small siya. So I think that's something that we promote in MMCP. It's a modern Chinoy. Not lang modern Chinoy, siguro modern Pinoy rin, like in general, di ba?
Do you
So,
think, sorry, I want, since you mentioned about inclusivity on MMC right
Mhm.
now, in MMC right now, do you think, we're trying to, kasi let's face it, hindi lang naman MMC ang nagiging inclusive
Inclusive.
nowadays. 'Di ba? Even Miss Universe is also being inclusive
Yeah.
nowadays. And I feel like a lot of people are saying that, and a lot of people are saying na parang Miss Universe is trying to please a woke audience. And perhaps probably if you think about it, MMC2 in your case. So there's a question here from Marites Supra, is being too woke bad? Why or why not?
I think we have to redefine what woke means. So I think it's being too woke is bad, but being too concerned about your community is not. So ayun, siguro. And with your question with Miss Universe, right?
Yeah.
I think for me, it's really okay because Miss Universe, we celebrate different kinds of women. And alam ko na maraming nagiging inclusions, like yung pagsali ng trans women. I'm really okay for that because you know what? Trans women are women. And I think people don't know what a cis woman is. So a cis woman is a natural born woman. So if trans women are women and cis women are women, so both are women. So may pageants for trans women and may pageants rin for cis women. Pero ang Miss Universe for women. So both can join. I think people should actually, excuse me, know about that. So yun.
So what could you say naman to a viewer here who's watching us right now, basing from what you just said? So sa tingin namin dapat, ang openly gay na katulad mo, may sariling pageant kung saan ka pwede sumali. So he's kind of implying na hindi ka dapat sumali dito sa MMC and dapat
Sorry.
there's a certain pageant for you guys instead.
Wait,
How do
wait
you
lang.
feel about it?
Sorry, parang medyo nasa mid ako. Pero yeah, I would like to answer that question. Well, I know, like I said sa presentation ko rin, I know that there are pageants exclusive for gays or like for the LGBT community. But then in Mr. and Miss Chinatown Philippines, it's not exclusive only for heterosexuals. Mr. and Miss Chinatown Philippines is looking for a modern Chinoy who can create an impact. So like they were already vocal that they're inclusive and we are diverse. So we are different kinds of Chinoys aiming for that crown. And because we have different stories and different advocacies. So that's what MMCP is all about. So I think people should actually know the pageant more. So I think that's something that people should do though. Mm-mm. So that's why I
Yeah,
joined IMCP. I'm representing the LGBTQ Chinoy. Mm-mm.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's just so refreshing. It's just so refreshing lang to see someone like you trailblaze in a pageant like Mr. and Miss Chinatown. Kasi, apart from attracting press, you're also igniting or sparking conversations among all
Yeah.
of us, whether straight or gay people. Yung iba, oh, 'di ba nagugulat talaga na shock talaga. Pero at the same time, may mga katulad naman namin na parang very supportive, 'di ba?
Yeah.
About about you joining in a pageant like MMC. So I want,
Mm-mm.
since talking to you for the past 30 minutes already, you strike me as someone who's very confident about himself. Parang feeling ko hindi ganun kamarubdob or difficult for you yung coming out process mo um,
Mm-hmm.
when you were younger. So I would like to know how how was it difficult how difficult was it for you to come out during your time, and how did you know that you were quite different from among your peers during that time?
Well, I will be really honest, given, the very unforgiving society, syempre meron tayong mga apprehensions to coming out. But then I said nga kanina, 'di ba, na I did not really come out, I was just myself. So, I shouldn't be sorry for myself, 'di ba? So parang I wouldn't like waste a single time of my life being someone I'm not. So sabi ko sa sarili ko, every minuto ng hininga ko, I have to be myself. Kasi the moment na we only have one life, 'di ba? So ayoko naman pagsisihan 'yon na hindi ko na-fulfill yung purpose ko, hindi ako nag-live ng magandang life na I was pretending to be someone else. So ayun. I'm sorry, you had a question next to that. I couldn't. What,
How did you know? How did you know that
ayun.
you were different from among your peers when you were growing up?
Well, it's really sad to actually think that I'm different. Kasi growing up, I already, parang, well, hindi siya overnight thing eh. It wasn't an overnight thing that, oh, I like men pala. Oh, I like girly things pala. Hindi eh. It was just like a smooth process, just like the other heterosexuals. And it's bad to think na, oh, I'm different. So, ganun. Hindi dapat sana ganun yung maano natin sa society. Whatever you feel, kung ano man lang nag-resonate sa'yo, I think you should live with that, di ba?
Ano yung underlying reason paano mo na-develop yung love mo for girly things and men? Ako, I asked this question because ako tatanungin mo ako. I think it
Mm-mm.
has something to do with my environment. Grabe, parang nagiging ano ko na to, tell all book na rin tong interview ko na to at the same time. Um, Kasi I'm the eldest in our family. Tapos usually parents ko negosyante. Lagi kami, iniiwan ako sa bahay. I'm left to the
Yeah.
devices of my yayas. So every afternoon, my yayas would always turn on the TV and watch That's Entertainment ni Kuya Germs.
Mm-mm.
That was the start. Doon ko napanood yung mga kabakyan ni Kuya Germs, yung Monday group, Tuesday group, Wednesday group, Thursday group, Friday group. Hanggang sa nadala ko na siya, hanggang sa teenage years ko where I would even buy magazines sa mga newsstand sa kanto ng mga kalye. Kasi nga, di ba, Romnick Cheryl, alam mo yun, yung mga matinee idols
Mm-mm.
during the 90s. So, doon ko siya nadala. So, ikaw, paano naman nag-start yung love mo for, na-feel mo na talagang you were quite different?
Um, I actually have to disagree with that notion na siguro kapag exposed ka sa specific environment, may influence ka. Kasi I grew up with a brother. And then, yung first school ko, co-ed. So, parang
Mm.
wala naman siguro naging underlying factor. It was just like myself, siguro destiny na rin. Ayun nga, no? Kasi I have friends too rin kasi they're like saying na, oh, maybe because I have lots of sisters, maybe because I'm from an all-boys school. Pero ako hindi naman eh. Co-ed ako, I
Wait,
have a
how many
brother.
how many are you in the family?
We're five. So I have an Aya, I have a brother, older brother, and I have a Shobe,
So you're in
younger
the
sister,
middle.
middle child. Yeah.
Oo.
Mm-mm.
Oh, all right. So, ayun. So, hanggang sa lumaki ako, nadala ko na talaga siya. I mean, even if my parents
Mm-mm.
would tell me, hey, hindi ko na minsan, alam mo yun, it comes out naturally. Hindi mo naman na pwedeng, kung pwede lang, alam mo yun, parang napanood mo yung first movie ni Captain America na parang ihiga ka na lang sa isang capsule. Tapos pagkising mo,
Oo.
maton ka na. 'Di ba? Malaki na katawan mo. 'Di ba? Sana may ganun, 'di ba, to solve the case. But for you, wala ka talagang ano talaga, wala ka talagang parang ako kasi
Mm.
sasabihin ko sa iyo, I got bullied until high school.
Ah,
Masakit talaga. There would come a time. Ito sasabihin ko sa iyo. I know you may
yeah.
find this hard to believe. I spent I spent eating lunch alone
Oh,
for the first 2 years of
no.
my high school life just because I was so ostracized. Just because that's how grabe my the bullying that I experienced during that time. So, ikaw, you never parang had to
Mm.
go through that sort of kind of experience when you were in high school or during your elementary years?
I know when you mean by bullying, it's something so deep kasi.
You're being
So
taunted, like, when you like
I
pass by the
yun lang,
corridor.
but not
Oo.
really in the to the extent na bullied talaga na parang it affected my mental health. Kasi I heard like, yun nga, I heard like mga tease, yung mga mga comments, but it never bothered me naman. Kasi they always tell me, ano yan, Vince, gusto niya ng mga lalaki. And I'm like, it's true. So why will I be offended? Diba?
So do
So
you,
yun lang.
pardon me asking this, pero ikaw, do you have a love life now?
I never had a love life, kahit date.
Why?
I don't
Why?
know. I don't know.
Takot ka?
No, cause no, I don't know eh. I don't know why. Like I never talked to a man pa. Like no, like ako
Like
lang yung kilala ko.
no one has
No one pa.
expressed
I
their
don't know ba?
interest to you, or
No,
or
no.
ikaw parang you made a move towards a
I
fellow guy?
I made a move once and then apparently hindi niya ako bet. So yun na
Pero
yun.
ano naman, friends pa rin kayo, I mean, after that, or
Yeah, kinda, but not too close. Yeah. So ayun, never ako like ako lang yung kilala ko sa friend group ko na wala talagang experience. Kasi all of my friends talaga, it's either they have an ex, they're in a relationship, or may nakausap na. Ganun sila lahat eh. Tapos ako talaga yung talagang walang-wala. Mm-mm.
hmm, nakakatuwa ka naman. So, as I research more about you, you're still in school. You're a
Yeah,
graduating student taking up digital film
digital
in
film.
St. Benil. So, wow. So, filmmaker ka din? And have you done movies na rin? Have you created movies or done
Only
movies?
for school po. Yeah, because I
Oo.
love to write. I actually took the specialization for screenwriting. So once I graduate, I have aspirations of becoming a film writer. And dun ko na ipapasok yung pagiging SOGIE advocate ko. At least
So,
malaman sa stories. Mm-mm.
what sort of films, yeah, that you would like to make or create?
I'm such a big fan of documentary films. Kasi, syempre, real time. So, parang talagang nag-aspire ako na makagawa ng full-length documentary about trans women, about Andrew Fems, yung mga lives nila. And the diversity of being trans, of being a gay man, yung mga ganon. Para magkaroon rin ng idea yung mga tao. So that, we could avoid the peculiarity of the community, 'di ba? So at least entertained na nga sila, educated pa. So,
Alam mo, admittedly, dito sa Pilipinas, active talagang LGBT community.
mm.
Pero when it comes to a lot of issues, they're still being looked down upon.
Yeah.
Alam mo yun, yung activism is very impressive, pero society still, looks down on us, on the
Mm.
LGBT community. Why do you think there seems to be a huge disconnect?
I think that there are still some people, especially families, who are very antiquated. So I think naging domino effect na siguro yung mga kanilang quote unquote values. Not to be friendly with these LGBTQ people. So I think ako talaga ang gusto ko talagang mangyari is that meron tayong SOGIE awareness sa educational system. Like what I said kanina, di ba? Starting from the kids. Kasi, just a little bit of kwento, we have a subject ng senior high. It's called Media Information Literacy. And we were asked to make an advocacy. So my advocacy was about teaching kids about the different spectrum of the LGBTQ people. Kasi I feel like, imagine like, it's part of our educational system. Tapos tinuturo na siya sa grade 1, grade 2, grade 3, and then parang what it means to be gay, trans, tapos kasi SOGIE, sexual orientation, gender identity, and expression. Para pagbata pa lang, alam na nila, and 'di ba, mawala na yung discrimination all throughout. So from those kids, imagine na tatanda na sila. So parang 'di ba, okay na yung buong mundo. Tapos ituturo na
Yeah.
nila sa future kids nila, tapos ayun na, paulit-ulit na. So nawala na yung archaic sense na LGBTQ, is a sickness. Parang ganon. Something na gusto kong ma-achieve. Please.
Hopefully. Yeah,
Hopefully.
who knows if you win. So, yun nga eh. So, now you're an aspiring filmmaker. I would like to get to know you. What was to know you on a deeper level? Now, what was the first time that you felt represented in TV or in movies? Because probably that really sparked a huge, interest in your life. Was there a particular personality or a show that really ignited that spark in your heart to really be to really be this kind of person in our society?
Well, unfortunately, wala pa kasi ako nakikitang much of representation for Andrew films like me. And especially media. So siguro yung first stepping stone na is me joining Mr. and Miss Chinatown Philippines kasi TV rin yun eh.
Oo.
Oo. So I hope na maging trailblazer nga siya kasi I know marami sa populasyon natin yung mga katulad ko. And I hope na just like you and just like the others, they would see myself in me. So parang sana maging tuloy-tuloy na after me.
Di ba? Alam mo yung movie na Call Me By Your Name? Di ba ano rin yun? Yung movie na, ay yung character ni Pinortray ni Timothy.
Yeah.
Di ba androgynous din siya? Pero the way the love story
Mm-mm.
was conceived was very impressive. Na you
Yeah.
wouldn't really look down upon on them having this budding romance between the
Mm.
two
Oo nga,
characters.
androgynous rin siya. Ay, sorry, may naalala pala ako. You know Adrian Lindayag?
Who's that? Sorry, no.
Ay, I think meron siyang movie. Meron siyang Pinoy movie na Andrew Fem siya. Tapos parang na-bend niya yung isang lover niya na straight. Yeah, it's a
Oh.
Pinoy movie, ganun. Pero
Is it a short film?
2020. No, full length. And I
Full length.
actually paid for it in I Want. Oo.
Ah. So,
Sabi ko, gusto ko
ay,
talaga siya makita. You have to see it.
alam mo,
Makaka-relate ka. Oo.
for sure. Alam mo what, since I getting big in the pageant community, wala na akong panahon talaga manood ng mga BL series, ng mga Korean
Ah.
telenovelas na yan. Even watching Netflix, the last Netflix I watched pa was Emily in Paris. So, ganun ako ka-ano. Because I'm so to talk
Wow.
with all the kaganapans in pageantry. Yeah. Cute naman ni Vince, sabi ni Pageant Fanatic, innocent ka pa raw pa pala. Oo
Oo.
naman, she's only
Honestly,
23. He's only 23.
I'm not like, all my friends, alam nila lahat yon. Sabi nga nila, uy, Vince, mag-boyfriend ka na, ganun. Eh, sabi ko, wala naman dumadating. Oo.
Wala nagpaparamdam. O ngayong nasa Chinatown
Wala.
ka na, wala pa rin. Wala
Wala pa.
nagsisend sa'yo ng text message sa DM, sa Instagram.
Wala eh. Tapos parang, whenever, kasi I meet new people, be it straight or not, talagang yung vibe ko sa kanila is like friend. Ganun. So, ganyan.
Pero
Sabi ko
eventually,
parang
you will
tanggap ko
also
na
want
nga
to...
eh.
Talaga? Ako
Oo,
rin.
parang
Alam mo,
tanggap ko
ako
na.
pareho rin tayo. Parang tanggap ko na rin at my age. Parang mahirap eh. Parang my parents still want me to really, lead the straight lifestyle. Pero parang ako na yung hindi talaga kaya. I mean, ayoko nang, kaya ko sinasabi sa parents ko, ayoko nang mandamay or manira ng buhay ng isang babae just to make me pleasing to the eyes of the society. You know what
Oo.
I
But you had
mean?
ba? You had like a partner before?
No, no, no,
Never.
wala.
So
Takot
same
din ako
tayo.
because my parents then also have been telling me, if magkaka-boyfriend ka, huwag mong paakyatin yan sa bahay namin. Sa bahay natin. So, syempre ako, takot na ako. 'Di ba? Parang, why would I still waste my time pursuing a relationship like that kung forever magtatago at magtatago lang kami? Hindi lang sa parents ko, sa relatives ko, kasi hindi pa nga ang hirap. Kaya nga that's why, ito yung purpose nung why I'm guesting you here eh. It's because to learn so many things from you, probably you can change my mindset. Yun na eh, personal talaga eh. Hindi talaga for for pageant consumption eh.
Oo.
So alam mo yun, it's more like, probably, there might some things I can learn from you. Ganyan. So alam mo yun, so nakakatawa na parang ngayon pa lang nai-impress ako. You've never had a boyfriend uh, since before.
Since
And that
before.
already says a lot kasi you're really breaking stereotypes, especially pag iba gay sinasabi nila all these negative sexual connotation about them. But you, di ba,
No.
na-preserve mo pa rin yung sanctity mo to
Yeah.
say the least, or 'di ba? Na talagang kahit na you're leading that kind of you're all leading that kind of lifestyle, you also have you know you still have your values intact,
Mm-hmm.
'di
Yeah.
ba?
That makes a
So,
modern child.
'di ba? Oo, in a whole lot of way, in a whole lot of different way talaga. From Emily Guidotti, I'm just curious, how will you prepare for the swimwear? Parang gusto ko na sumagot for you. Wala silang
Yeah.
swimwear
Oh,
competition.
Miss Emily, there's no swimsuit competition this year. We're going to have a Cheongsam competition. Mm-mm.
Oo,
Alam ko, tanong rin yan eh.
sinabi sa akin ni Kevin yan. Kasi kahapon nung kachika ko si Kevin, nilapitan ko talaga si Kevin. Si Kevin talaga yung nilapitan ko. Tapos kumakain siya with Chanel. Tapos sabi ko, guys, bakit parang ang takaw nyo? Parang, di ba dapat parang diet kayo? Kasi di ba Chinese food is so oily,
Yeah.
it's so fattening. Tapos sabi
Oo.
ko, sabi ko, huy, paano na kayo sa swimsuit competition? Yung sabi niya, yan, wala. Ano kami ngayon, tinanggal na yung swimsuit competition. Sabi ko, wala na. Dati meron din, tinanggal na. Ano na, cultural na raw. Cultural,
Cultural
kaya naman pala
competition.
lakas ng loob. So
Oo. Pero
sabi
hindi
ko, yun.
eh. I'm still watching my weight. Kasi you know what? I really lost weight I was 164 pounds. Tapos ngayon, 148 na. Oo.
Bakit? Sa stress? O dahil conscious ka lang sa
Siguro,
ano mo?
nag-gym ako, tas conscious, plus super busy since June.
Oo.
Oo, tuloy-tuloy na. I haven't had rest pa. Kasi alam mo, kasi nag-Europe pa ako for 3 weeks. Tapos after ng paglapag ko, Chinatown.
So
Like
tuloy-tuloy na.
super, oo, tuloy-tuloy. Hindi ako nakahiga sa bed ko. So ayun, tuloy-tuloy
Pero
talaga.
hindi
Tapos
ka
wala
halatang
kasing
ano
rice.
walang
Walang
rice.
rice sa
So,
Europe. So yun, tamang-tama yung timing.
di ba ang dami din namang bread doon, pasta, hindi ganun din.
Nag-diet ako kasi ano I knew that
Pareho
I needed.
tayo when I'm abroad.
Oo.
I'm also conscious of my weight. I'm also
Oo.
conscious. So, Google ko na pagbalik ko, ba't parang mas pumayat ka? Sabi ko, wala. Tapos lakad ako ng lakad doon, ikot ako ng ikot. So parang alam mo, nagtitipid
Yeah.
ako. So pumayat ako.
Nakakapayat
'Di ba?
talaga yung lakad. Mm.
Oo. So from oh,
Hmm.
your brother is volunteering something and he's volunteering an information to us. He loves
Filipino
Filipino movies.
movies.
What's
Yeah, I do.
like klaseng Filipino movies? Romantic star cinema movies, independent movies, rom-com.
Actually all, but I'm really a fan of mainstream movies. Kasi you know why? There's this nakaka-relate ako sa culture talaga. Alam nila
Which
yon na parang, if I watch Pinoy movies, ito yung nangyayari sa akin everyday. So parang, that's why I watch it always. Mm.
so fan ka ni Katniel, ni Jadine, ni
Oo,
Isker.
Katniel, ganyan. I watch those talaga. Sina Jadine, ganyan. Or kahit na yung mga walang love team, basta Pinoy. Sabi ko, ang fun panoorin, feel good. Nakakawala ng stress.
Have you met them in person?
Then, not yet po.
Okay, from Dudes Pineda, I agree with you, Vince, but because of our culture, Christian nation, ang hirap ituro sa mga bata about SOGIE, madami pa rin ang sarado ang utak.
No, it's not hard to teach children. It's hard to teach the old ones. Yeah, kasi, yun yung for me but children kasi they do have fresh minds. And teaching them about SOGI and about how, we should actually practice equality. It's not hard. And it's not wrong. It will never be wrong. Oo. So wala namang problema yung mga bata.
So, walang problema sa DepEd kung sakali. Has this been proposed in our Congress for this to be included in the curriculum?
The SOGI bill was proposed, but having it in the educational system, in schools, it was never pa yata, as of my knowledge. The SOGI bill lang, kasi yung SOGI bill, it's like the bill, when it's actually a safe space bill for the LGBT community. Yun yung na-propose pa lang. Mm.
Hmm,
But not yung
okay.
gusto kong mangyari, it's like a psychosocial issue na parang dapat ituturo sa ano, sa mga kids, sa schools talaga. So parang may subject, hindi naman subject, pwede siya i-singit sa kahit anong subject na parang, what is gender identity? Ganon. Tapos different kinds of gender identity, ganyan. Para diba? Mm-mm.
Yeah, Emily Guidotti is saying, "Pa, which yeah, children are like sponge,
Mm,
like they absorb everything, unlike the older ones."
true, Miss Emily.
Baka kasi may mindset kasi na parang pag nalaman ng mga bata yung SOGIE early on in their lives, baka maging ang fear ng mga magulang or ng mga traditional people, baka, they might adapt, they might, start leading a gay lifestyle. That's why,
Oh,
alam mo yun.
okay. I have something to say. SOGIE is not exclusive for the LGBT community. It's actually for everyone. Even straight people has their own SOGIE. Yeah, so if you're straight, your gender identity, you're a biological male, the male, sexual
Mhm.
orientation, you're attracted to the opposite sex, so heterosexual. So ganon, you also have a SOGIE. At least you know yourself, and that's the importance of SOGIE. Mm.
Kasi ang
I
dami
think
ng
that's
mga
also a
revisions, di ba?
misconception. Oo. That's the biggest misconception. Na parang yung SOGIE para lang sa LGBT. No, it's for everyone.
Ooh, thank you for sharing that. Okay, nalaman ko rin,
Mm.
di ba?
Yeah.
Why do you think, you know, why do you think ang hirap na, is it because of our values, our Christian values, or how we are as a nation, being na we really value our faith talaga, na parang ang hirap pagdaanan nitong SOGI bill na to sa bansa natin. Do you think respect and equality are too much to ask for in this case?
Honestly, yes, talaga. Kasi parang pinaghihirapan talaga natin. And parang, it's too much to ask for, but it's so easy when, you learn how to love and respect talaga. Pero I
Mhm.
actually don't know bakit ang hirap i-cascade sa mga iba. And I actually want to redefine what value means. Kasi sinasabi nila, oh, I'm value-oriented. So, I'm not for LGBTQ people. So, parang yun ba yung meaning ng value? Is that how you value other people? So, I think people should reassess what value means, right?
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
true, true. Grabe, I can't believe we've been talking for almost an hour already. And as much as I
Deserve.
would like to to keep the conversation going, I have to wrap this up. Grabe,
Mm-mm.
baka it's already 9 p.m. You might probably be doing something else later on.
Yeah, sorry, madaldal rin kasi tayo. Tsaka I love speaking talaga. So, di ko na malayan na 58 minutes na pala tayo.
'Di ba? So, grabe. As my last question,
Yeah, go.
what do you hope to achieve with your candidacy here in Mr. and Miss Chinatown?
Well, there are a lot of things actually. First of all, like I mentioned, is that I'm a leader and I want to inspire future leaders. That no matter what their gender is, no matter what they look like, what community they come from, as long as they have the aspirations to lead and to help other people, they can also wear the crown and be that inspiration for others. And second is that representation. I think it's very important for me to be out here, to be seen not only on stage but also in media and everywhere, so that we would actually eradicate the indifference and discrimination towards our community. So that's something that I really want to achieve after my, let's say, reign.
Next, Rain.
Ah.
Pwede,
O, diba?
pwede.
Reign na sinabi eh.
Na-imagine mo na yun, kung ikaw talaga yung mananalo. Like, sige nga, now that we're talking about it, how would you want your reign to look like? How would you forge your reign if given an opportunity to become the next MMC title holder?
Well, it would be an honor talaga. And then kasi I really want to wear the crown kasi You know what? I really saw what Aya Justin and Achikas did when they were reigning kings and queens, and then they were in charities, they were helping people. And I'm already doing that, but I want to win because I want to do more of that. And I want people
Yeah.
to see that hindi lang yung mga matatangkad na chinito na gwapo yung pwedeng gumawa nun. There has to be a variety of people, diverse people doing that. Because I want to be that testament that I'm LGBTQ and you could see me as someone who's different, but it has nothing to do with how can I help others. So I think that's something that I want the people to know and to see talaga. So for the future, siguro ganun na rin na I'm actually teaching people how to be brave and how to have that self-confidence. That if you have a dream, you have to go for it. 'Di ba? Ako honestly may apprehensions talaga ako nung nag-audition ako. Like sabi ko, matatanggap kaya ako, 'di ba? Kasi when I auditioned, I was feminine, I was pero sabi ko hindi, be myself lang. So parang tapang lang. So siguro yun yung gusto kong i-inspire sa iba. Just be yourself, tas tapang. And then, tingnan mo, you'll get to your dream.
Amen. Amen. Well
Amen.
said. Purposeful advocacy, sabi nga ni
Kurt,
Kurt Go.
ikaw candidate. Si Kurt.
Oh, hi! Kurt, sorry. Hindi ko pa
Oo.
memorize yung mga names nyo. Sorry.
The one from Muntinlupa. Yeah. I think he was he was next to me ba? I think
Hindi ko pa memorize.
he was after
Yeah,
Kevin
sige.
Lau, I guess.
Thank you, Kurt, for watching. Thank you. Alam mo, sana ma-interview ko kayong lahat, no? Pero,
Oo nga eh.
wish ko lang kaya ko kayong interviewin lahat. So, thank you so much for watching, Kurt. Thank you from your fellow contestant tuning us right now. Maraming salamat. I hope you're also learning a lot of things. And yeah, he also approached me yesterday, and we also
Yeah,
talk a
yeah.
lot about his life. So please support for Ahia Vince, breaking the barriers for Chinoy type of setting LGBTQ exists. Go Vince, teach them a lesson on
Yeah.
the finals. Hope you get it. O di ba, may
Thank you, Miss
fanbase ka na,
Emily.
may mga nag-root ka na, may
Dottie.
mga Vinsanatics ka na baka sumulpot
Oh,
sa
may pa
finals
ganon?
people there. May pa ganon, di ba? May mga tarpaulin at di
Oo, I
ba?
wish. Oo, kasi
Feeling ko
'di ba
talaga go.
hindi, yun nga, I stand here, sabi nga ni Catriona, I stand here not as one, but hindi ko na mabilang kung ilan yung LGBT. So, that number, I stand for them too. So, hindi ko lang laban 'to. Laban mo rin 'to, Aya. Laban
Yes,
natin
yes!
lahat.
Grabe,
Oo.
no?
Ako lang yung
Grabe.
magsa-stand do'n for that night. Pero carry ko kayong lahat. Mm.
Oh my God. God bless you, Vince. I can't wait for so
Yeah.
many things that will happen to you after this. For sure, after this, so many doors of opportunities will be coming your way. In fact, feeling
Hope
ko baka
so.
ABS-CBN might probably hire you, as
Thank
one of their pool
you.
of talents
I hope
for Star
so.
Cinema or whichever creative outlet you would like to pursue. For sure, mas lalaki pa yung mundo mo because of this platform. I'm so glad that hindi ka lang, you're not just representing LGBT community, but you're trying to put a new face to it
Yes.
by really
Mm.
inculcating on so many things that need to be tackled, that need to be challenged, and trying to make our eyes open to a lot of things that are still
Mhm.
not yet being discussed fully or out in the open. So maraming salamat sa you. You're such a trailblazer in your own right. God bless you. I
Thank you
hope
so
na
much.
I hope you win. I
Oh,
mean,
thank you.
alam ko naman si Kevin yung bet ko manalo, pero if you win too, I wouldn't mind talaga.
Oo.
'Di
Pero
ba?
thank you for having me. Grabe. Siguro screen record ko 'tong buong 1 hour. It's
Ay
such an
grabe.
honor to speak to you talaga. And for
Hindi
having me
naman.
as a guest na naka-live. So, thank you so much.
Yeah, you just inspire me talaga. Na parang I see myself in you a great deal talaga. You don't
Actually,
know how.
inspiring you is already a big step towards my advocacy. So, I'm happy that we're
Parang
doing
gusto ko na rin
that.
ituloy yung Chinatown. Sana magka-HS edition ng Mr. and Miss
Oo.
Chinatown. Parang gusto ko na talagang sumali ng, di ba? Ng Century Tuna. We love you, Vince. Winner ka na talaga agad,
Sali
sabi
ka,
ni
Aya.
JD Tamara. Ewan ko
Sali
eh.
ka.
Parang takot ako eh. Ang dami ko insecurities eh. Parang I always have to, this is what's the problem with me. I always have to, I always think a lot of what other people have to say instead of what I feel.
Mm.
Kaya hindi ako makaabante sa buhay. I always have, yun mo yun. So, yeah, ang dami kong, pero ikaw talagang, talagang, wow.
Oh,
Saludo
thank
kami sa iyo
you.
lahat. Yung pag-draw mo pa lang, yung paglakad mo pa lang, parang, my God, di ba? Maraming, you're so brave, sabi nga ng fellow contestant po si Kirko. Kirko, thank you so much again for watching. So there you go, guys. There you have, ladies and gentlemen, Vince Aseron. I had such a blast getting to know you
Maraming
for the
salamat.
past hour. This is my hope that you'll be able to pursue all your goals that you would like to achieve
Thank you
with
so
this
much,
Mr. and
Aya.
Miss Chinatown platform. God bless you. I can't wait to see you again soon. Kailan pa kaya ulit? Pero I can't. Pero if you want to follow him and the other fun stuff that he's doing, go check him out on his social media accounts.
Yeah,
Maybe you can
so
promote your social media accounts where they can follow you on your Mr. and Miss Chinatown Philippines journey.
yeah, just follow me on Instagram. That's at Vince Aseron, so all small letters. And don't forget to watch the finals night of Mr. and Miss Chinatown Philippines 2022 live at the Solaire Theater. But I think there's a delayed telecast on November 6th, only on CNN
Oh,
Philippines. And also
ang
forget
taray.
our episodes in for our documentaries. That's I think
She
every Sunday.
at 7?
Yeah.
Yeah, kaming mga press were able to catch the first episode. We were treated to watch the first episode of it last night, and
Mhm.
nakakatuwa. It was a fun way for us to get to know you, 'di ba?
Yeah,
During
but I wasn't
during
shown
during the
pa.
competition. Yeah, feeling ko ilalas ka nila o isi-second ka nila eh. But yeah, one of the most intellectually
Stimulating.
stimulating interview by Mr. Uy, talaga ba?
Oh,
Parang feeling
thank
ko naglalaro lang kami
you.
dito ni Vince dito. Parang nagkukwentuhan lang kami except that, there's a camera in front of us right now. Alam
Oo.
mo yun? Talaga
Super
ba? I
relate
don't see that. Parang
kasi.
feeling ko yeah, super relate talaga ako. Like talagang,
Mm.
wala. Talagang, my gosh, talagang sana talaga makuha mo talaga yung gusto mong makuha dito sa Mr. and Miss Chinatown. On that note,
Thank you so
thank you
much.
again. Maraming salamat. Thank you guys for watching on a Monday evening. I hardly do live interviews on weeknights pero during weeknights, but maraming salamat na nanonood kayo ngayon with my beautiful guest here who has such an
Oh,
interesting
thank you,
personality.
Sisye.
Totoo. Sana
Yeah.
marami pang katulad mong nasa LGBTQIA plus community ang ready na i-share yung knowledge nila, mag-inspire to look at the community in a different way talaga, in a different level talaga, such that talagang you blow our minds away with how intellectually capable you are in
Thank
seeing
you.
and implementing things.
I
God bless you,
appreciate
Vince.
that.
Thank you so much again.
Oh,
God
that's my
bless you.
mom. Thank you.
Oh,
That's my
hi,
mom.
Tita. Thank you for watching po. I had fun getting to know your son po. Sana mamig ko. Ay, wala siya ba siya kahapon? Hindi ko siya na...
She was there.
She was
Yeah.
there. Sayang,
Mm-mm.
hindi ko nakilala. Hindi ko na-meet. Nagmamadali din kasi ako kasi. I
Yung
left na
po
after
eh.
we ate. Kasi may live, live chat pa ako dito to talk about, certain pageant issues. So, yeah, but hopefully in the near future, get to meet
Yeah,
you
we can
and
be
her
friends
and the
pa.
entire family. Yeah, so
Mm-mm.
thank you, Tita. Thank you, Tita. You are really raising a good son talaga out of Vince right
Thank
now.
you.
Grabe. Ibang iba yung niya, iba talaga yung mindset niya. You must have probably made him laklak a lot of promo when he was younger. That's why he's like this he's very intellectual. He likes to challenge people on a lot of things. So Thank you po, tita. On that note, maraming salamat ulit. Vince, I keep saying this, pero
Oo
thank
nga
you once again.
eh.
Virtual hugs and kisses all the way from my office here in Cubao. Mwah, take care.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye.